sustain me. What's up, everyone? How's everyone doing today? You're here with Cryptocurrency Education with Mr. Joel, your crypto educator. Alright, so a couple things that are happening in the market that I wanted to start off with. I'm just gonna let for this track kind of end, and then we're gonna jump right into it. Alright. So, how's everyone doing today? I'd love to see your comments, likes, and shares. Just don't forget, that is how you get into the contests. So please do join in and be a very active member of the conversation today. How's it going, Tim? How you doing, Alan? Let's see. Oh, Kevin, how's it going, brother? Beautiful. Happy Friday, everyone. I just finished my Friday. I worked all day, and now I'm working at night for you guys. Of course, I love all y'all. How's it going, Scotty? Yes, the background music was gonna just outro. Sorry, Dom. Just wanted to leave that on there for a couple seconds while everyone's coming in. Fami, how you doing? How you doing, Lisa? Good morning. For me, it's good night, but it doesn't matter. Wherever you are in the world, everyone's invited to come and learn some crypto with me. Hey, Joey, how's it going? How you doing, Christian? I love it to see all you guys from Wakanda. Nice, that's dope. Heidi, how you doing? It's great to see all you guys out here. Hope everyone's having a great evening or great day or great afternoon. Joey, chicken wings and beer night. Remind you of someone? Let me know. Wait, I need a tin hat today for that one though. If you saw what I'm talking about, you'll know what I mean. So yeah, awesome stuff. So today was great. It was Friday. I finished my Friday, and now I get to do what I love. Be here with you guys. Look at that. I literally was preparing my broadcast and it was 8,400. So I guess this broadcast is a good news thing for crypto because I just saw the market go boom. Everything's up right now. So great news to start a show off with is that everything's up. Nothing can stop us. Go all the way up. It's beautiful. London, how you doing, brother? Hope everything's going well with you. Tim 1 and 2. I love both you guys. It's awesome that you're here today. So let me get started. I have a lot of news to share. I'll try to get through it, and I'm going to try and do it in about 45 minutes today. So about by 11 o'clock my time, whatever time it is, by the top of the hour, I should be finished. I'm going to try and do that so that you guys have more time for yourself every day. So let's get started. So the first thing I want to ask you guys just before we start is there anything that you've had heard that you think is kind of interesting? I want to see if any of you guys can guess what I'm going to talk about today. So just let me know if you think of what I might talk about. I know I have my headlines, but what do you think I'm going to be telling you about today? Just for my own curiosity to see what you guys think. Another thing I want you guys to look at is, basically, if you like, if you share, if you do a smiley face, if you do any of that kind of stuff, and if you follow me on my own personal like Joel Tony, if you follow me personally, you will be entered into a draw. So I won't talk more about that at all because some people in the groups that I'm in don't want me to talk about this stuff too much, which is fine. I just want to let you know that it's there, so you could benefit. Now let's jump right into our news segment. So I don't know if any of you guys seen this today. This is pretty awesome. So what does this mean? Well, The headline says, what does the Dow Jones toppling mean for cryptocurrency? Now, I've been telling you guys this for a really long time, that we're going to start to see some really, really cool stuff. And what really cool stuff are we going to see? We're going to start seeing tokenization of the stock market. Now, the Dow Jones index has been getting crushed. And yes, Tim, you're absolutely right. The trade wars are on. Why is that great news for us? Because that means, I showed a chart a couple weeks ago. I'll try to bust it out tomorrow, or I'm not on tomorrow. I'm on Sunday. But on Sunday, I'm going to show you guys that chart if I get reminded about when Bitcoin price goes up, what is happening to the stock prices. And it's literally a complete opposite. And let me do it this way so you see it. It's like opposite. So when Bitcoin price goes up, the stock price goes down. So it's doing one of these type of things right now. And that is awesome, because seeing the prices from one go down and the other one go up, it makes me excited. And Tim said futures at 8,400 today. Awesome. We're almost at 8,700. We've been climbing, as you can see in this little chart right there, and that's great. Could we dip? Sure, we could dip. I don't think we're out of the crap yet. I was starting to get a little too excited. I think we need probably to wait a little bit longer, and we're going to be out of this. I want to know what you guys think. What do you think? Do you believe there's a correlation between stock markets going down and crypto markets starting to come up again? Because we haven't seen that in market cap figures yet, right? We haven't seen, the trillions of dollars that came out of the stock market go into crypto yet. Now, maybe there's a reason for that. There might be a little bit of the OTC market involved where it's not really seeing it on the exchanges. Who knows? But what I want to tell you is, I truly believe that we're going towards tokenization of the market. And we're going to get there. And here is a big thing I keep telling you, and if you weren't watching yesterday, please keep this in your mind. In April, 5 of the last 7 years, everything started to climb like a lot, not just a little bit. We have a big gap that comes in. So, yes, Scott, you're right. They're not really correlated enough due to the fact the funnel isn't developed enough. I would agree with that, Scott. I think that we're going to see it happen more, but we need more money to funnel into crypto first for people to start seeing the market grow, and that's when you're going to start. When we go into another big push, probably in April or May, when we see that big push come up, we're going to start to see, when we see the crypto market start to skyrocket, it's going to just go pew, right? When we see that, what does that mean? What it's going to mean is that the stocks are going to start to drop a lot, because people are starting to see what I'm showing in these things, but also themselves, and they're hearing the news and they're seeing, wait a minute, cryptocurrencies are being massively adopted. Wait a minute, Walmart's using crypto, and the shipping industry is using crypto, and now I got some airdropped VIN, which is basically like your car number, your VIN number, your vehicle identification number. Now they're putting that on the blockchain. Everything's going on the blockchain. So it's only a matter of time before this mass adoption in terms of us all using cryptocurrencies all the time, it comes. So it might be 2 years, but we all knew that we weren't going to get rich in 3 months. We could have if we were already rich, but if you had a couple $100,000, yeah, you'd be rich in Bitcoin from last year. But if you got in, you're an average Joe, or you're an average Joel, and you're just a teacher and an educator, you're not going to have like $100,000 to throw in the market, but you can do really, really well if you hold long term. We saw that with Ripple, we saw that with Cardano, or we saw that with EOS. We've seen that with many different tokens when they started off as pennies. AntShares Neo was like pennies, and then it was $100 and something the other day, and now it's down to 65. I think that when you see a crypto that's really on a good platform and that's done really well traditionally go down 35, it's almost like 50% or so now, maybe even more than 50%, those are the things that I start to think of. Okay, if I have a little extra, I might look at that when I'm thinking about what I should get in the dips. Okay, that's what you should look at, and then weigh out your options, right? So I think the stocks, Stim says, I think the stocks will definitely have an impact on crypto. If the positive impact is yet to be seen, I absolutely think things like Polymath and NASDAQ owning crypto, NASDAQ owning basically half of Coinbase, and MasterCard owning 25% of Coinbase through the digital currency group, I don't see how at all how at all that can't actually relate to cryptos going up. So let's just think about that. So the money out of the stocks does not filter into crypto yet. I agree. I think that people are taking the money out of stocks because stocks are dropping on a lot right now. So people are just pulling out and holding and waiting to see what happens in the market, and then we'll slowly start to see a funnel back in. Now, some of that money won't go back into the stock market, but I think some of that money will also filter into crypto, and I know that by the end of the year. So, do you think the stock market crash that it would benefit Bitcoin? Absolutely, it would. We saw the VIX score crash, right? That lost $3 trillion in a day. People like Bill Gates and Elon Musk lost $2 billion in a day. So that sucked. So when we see the stock market dip a lot, people will have more faith in the crypto market. I'm going to talk a couple other things that are really interesting. If you got in the market at the end of the year, you are, yeah, Joey, you definitely are like, that's not a really good feeling, right? Now here's the thing. If you got into Bitcoin when it was $1,000 before and it dipped to $120, how would you have felt then? You would have been like, shit, I lost 90% of my money, but you didn't lose it, because if you held through that shit dip that happened in 2015, guess what happens? You would have been fine. You right now would have been fine, like way more than fine. But the problem is we're all impatient. And we're trained to be impatient because everything we want is at our fingertips all the time, right? Our phones are at our fingertips. Everything is always easy to access. So when we see other people do well, we want to do well too. And that's the hardest part. Now, I've told Joey's asked me, like, you know, what things are good? And I've told him, like, you know, if you could afford 50 Bitcoin at the price it is right now, it wouldn't be a bad buy. And I know that's a lot of money for most people, but what I'm saying is if you had like 30, 40, 50 Bitcoin and you just don't do anything with them for the next like 3 years, you're going to be laughing stock, man. You'll be doing so well. So let's just keep that up. Now, I'm really curious to know, what do you guys actually think is actually happening in the market? Do you believe on the inside that cryptocurrencies are going to slowly increase in value and that the stock market is going to decrease in value in the next 2 to 3 years? Or do you believe that both of them will probably start to go up together? Do you think that we're going to end up with stuff like polymath tokenizing a lot of the stocks in the stock market? I also want to talk about one thing today about Bittrex. And this is a really interesting thing too, but I want to know first, what do you guys think? What do you think's actually going to happen? Do you think if the stock market goes down, it's going to come back up? Do you believe that if Bitcoin goes down, that the stock market will go up? What correlations do you guys think? 30 Bitcoin or 1,500 Litecoin, which is better? That's a really good question, Joey. I would go half-half if it was me. I would do 15 and 750. I think, yeah, Alan's thinking the same thing. I would say both. I would do 15 or 20 Bitcoin and the rest Litecoin. And the reason is that Bitcoin is always going to be gold. And if you have 30 of them in 5 years, they're $1 million. Well, you'll have $30 million from $10,000 times, you know, 300,000 to 30 million. So that might be a good buy. Litecoin also will be a good buy. But you know, remember, Bitcoin's gold. It's how we buy a lot of this stuff. So I would say a good split between the two would be a really smart move. And if you don't have any ETH right now, ETH is cheap. That might be another good one to have, especially with Casper coming out and they're just doing all the sharding. So I'll explain what that is in another show because it's really confusing to explain. So, but yes, the Casper and the sharding proof of stake model that they're coming out with will definitely make Ethereum a better buy. So we'll see what happens. But remember, I'm an educator, not an advisor. So I have to say this just because I'm not a financial advisor. So I want you guys to know that I'm an educator. So these are educated things that I'm talking about. They're not actually anything other than that. Okay. So let's continue on onto our next piece of information. So here's another really interesting piece of information that I saw today. The monthly web traffic for major Bitcoin exchanges is falling into half. So what does that mean? So like, let's say when we were running up like crazy, right? When we saw that, when we saw the market moving like crazy, obviously on Google, when you looked at the traffic, there was a lot of people looking up Bitcoin. Now apparently that's been in half. So you know, if 100 million people were looking up Bitcoin or cryptocurrency. Now only 50 million people are doing that every day, and it's actually to the exchanges that are losing it. So people going to Binance, etc. And yeah, Tim, you know why people aren't checking their portfolios as much? Because they're scared to look at it. So a lot of people are like, oh shit, right? They're like, I don't want to look at that thing. That's scary because it's down so much, right? But here's the thing. The second the market starts to take off, that will double. So instead of it being like if we had 100 million viewers a day, it'll be 200 million viewers a day once it starts to move again. So we're just going to see that happen. It's natural, and it will happen for sure because people get FOMO, right? I get FOMO, you get FOMO, we all get FOMO sometimes. And, you know, that's not a bad thing unless we use our emotional FOMO and buy on stuff that we shouldn't. I love this market, and I think that it's going to just recover, and people are going to go even more crazy this time than they did last time because they remember last time, okay, and they missed out. All right, let's move on. So South Korea. So what they've found out in South Korea is there's a lot of money laundering happening, and they're actually starting to investigate if the banks are letting it happen. So this is pretty big news because knowing that they're letting AML not actually happen, it basically means that, like, you know, anti-money laundering laws, AML, they're there so that people don't do anything shady with the Bitcoin, okay? So that means that if they're shady, if the people aren't doing their due diligence, their DD, and not finding out if people have got these coins or got the money that they're buying the coins with legally or even through an ethical means, those people probably shouldn't be allowed to buy or sell Bitcoin. But there are people that are doing it possibly, and now they're investigating the banks to make sure that they can't. And I think that's a freaking good job, Korea. You guys are starting to lead the way for the way it should be, okay? Yes, Tim, you're absolutely right. This month, every single year, not just bullshit, every single year ever has been a down month in Bitcoin. Every year. So next year, knowing that this year, make a note, and in March, sell some of your stuff, before March, sell some of your crypto maybe. This is a way you could play it. I would play it. I would sell in February, right? And then in March, when it dips, I would load up again as it goes down. And then next year in April, I'll have all my stuff but a few more coins because I'll accumulate more that way. So that's a way that you do it. And yes, April's a week away, and I think April Fools might be a cool day. We'll see what happens. Maybe they're going to fool us all and Bitcoin will go down to $4,000. I'm joking. This is a joke. Do not take me seriously, people. It's not going to happen. So just putting that out there. Okay. So AML, good. Now, here's another interesting story as well. Sell in December before Xmas. There you go, Dom. Now, here's why you scalp. I wouldn't sell everything before Xmas. You could, but what happens if it doesn't do it next year because mass adoption's full scale? You have to be careful. I would definitely start before the end of the year. If we go on a big run up, I'm definitely 1000% going to be scalping my trades. I'm taking off as it goes up, and then buying it again when it dips, and then you have more coins and you have more money. So it's just basically go down, go up, go down, go up. So yeah, absolutely. All right, so yes, Tim, you're right. ADA is a very, very, very good price at 18 cents. It was a great price at 12 cents when I said I'd put 1,000 in it. I would still put $1,000 in it right now if I could. I just didn't have the extra flow. So there you go. Now, a couple questions for my people watching. What is your favorite cryptocurrency? I'm really curious to know, what is your favorite? Not like the one you like, sort of the one you actually call your favorite crypto. What is it? I want you to kind of comment, and what I'm going to do is talk about this SEC guy. Okay? So, what happened was, and I kind of find this headline really funny because it needs stock market principles. We don't want to be the stock market. You know, most people want to go like beep to the stock market. We don't like you, okay? And we don't like you because you're not crypto, and people like Jordan Belfort, that moron, think that they're the same thing. What a dummy. That guy's an idiot, okay, guys? He was a really good con artist is all he is, okay? People give him way too much respect for being a con artist. Yeah, I stole your money. Great. You're a thief. Good for you, all right? So the the things that they're saying in here is that basically cryptocurrency is the wild, wild west, and there's no regulation and there's no way to do it, and they're worried about people losing money, being manipulated, market manipulation, and fraud and theft, okay? Now, these are all good things to worry about, but the thing is they're acting like it's not actually existing right now in any other market. We see this happen in the stock market, we see it happen in Forex market, we see it happen in money, like just cash. How many people have used cash for crime ever? Let me ask you that. When they found El Chapo's house with $2 billion US notes inside of it, was that a problem for the SEC? Do you think that he has $2 billion of cryptocurrency? Probably not. So that's what I'm trying to get to. Now, while we're on the SEC, I want to tell you guys what I think was going on with Bittrex. Okay. So remember how we've been talking about, okay, I see lots of really good coins. Stop messaging me a second so I can get to them. So we got OMG, ADA, ENG, hold on. OMG, ENG, LTC, ADA, OX, Icon, LTC. Ooh, you guys are good. XVG, XLM. Oh my goodness, lots of stuff. All right, sweet. Give me a second to finish this and I'll talk about it. So, let me talk about Bittrex for a second. Any of you guys users of Bittrex, please comment if you're a user of Bittrex, because I want to tell you something that will definitely affect you. And I want to tell everybody else something about what's going on. Yes, DGD, awesome. Good stuff, guys. We're going to talk a little bit about pairing in a second. So, what's going on with Bittrex? Any of you guys have it? I want to know. All right. EOS, not WoW? Oh, man. EOS, definitely. If you're not a big EOS fan. Okay, I have one coin that's listed on Bittrex. Theta, awesome. Ocean, awesome. Dragon Chain, awesome. There's a lot of great projects out there, guys. And that's the thing we all need to realize. Oh, yes, Sandra doesn't like XVG. We call it the shit coin. So when we talk, we call it a shit coin. And it is, so rightfully so. Now, let me get on to what about Bittrex, because any of you guys using Bittrex, this is a warning for all of you. I'm going to tell you why. Okay, I got enough coins that I could talk to you guys for 6 months. So you guys can stop doing the coins. Let me talk about, there's like, you guys have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's like 20 coins here almost. I think I'm good. We'll stop there. But here's the thing. All right, here's what I want to tell you. Bittrex is delisting 82 tokens. What's going to happen with those 82 tokens? I want you to guess what's going to happen to those 82 tokens. You got to start making some connections here, guys, about why and what is going on with that. So, yes, Dogecoin is definitely still around, Cyril, and you know what? It has some use case, actually. It's very, very fast and easy to scale, and you can send money through it easily. So here you go. Now, any coin that Bittrex is delisting are the ones that I've been telling you guys about are going to disappear. Oh, Heidi, you're awesome. You were so on the ball, girl. Love it. Love it. Okay, so yes. Okay, here's what's going to happen. Those 82 coins are basically, by the SEC standard, shit coins. And not even just shit coins, like horrible projects that shouldn't even be on Bittrex, even being allowed to trade. Now, CPC is one of the ones I've traded before, but here's the thing about it. When I trade, I don't give a crap about what the coin or token does, because I just use TA to decide where it's going. Now, what I want to tell you is this, and this is a really important fact here. Those coins that are on there were easily manipulated, were pumped and dumped, okay? And so here's the problem. Ethos, okay. A pity it wasn't 182. You're right, Tim. So remember, I keep telling you guys, and not just me, I'm sure you're hearing it from many people, that some coins are going to die. Well, I'm going to tell you right now that those 82 coins that Bittrex is delisting are like a 95 to 98% chance they will die. And I mean like a slow, horrible death. Maybe a few of them will last, but I would say if there's coins that are going to go to shit, those would be the ones that are going to go to shit first, because Bittrex delisting is going to demolish them. That's actually true, Adam. You will make more money on a shitcoin because of hype, but that's slowly going away. The hype is not making people buy projects as much anymore. People are getting smarter and reading and researching. Okay, Tron. Yes, Tron, definitely. So we have some projects that are going to go up later. We have to be patient with the good ones, right? If you bought Litecoin last year at $3 and you were patient enough to wait till it got to 400, 7, 8, 10 months later, you'd have been happy, right? If you bought Ant shares Neo at like 14 cents and then you waited till it was $160 the other day, you would have been okay with that too. So the point is that the ones that are good take time to develop. The ones that are bad will make you money quickly and then they'll go to shit, like Verge. Okay? These are the kinds of examples. So that's what I want to tell you and caution you about. If you have any coin in that 82 token list, get rid of it before it's too late. You have literally today is the last day. Okay, this is your warning. I'm telling you right now, do not come on Crypto Warriors. Don't go on any groups and say, fuck, I didn't sell the coins and they're worth nothing now. I'm telling you, sorry for my language, by the way, but that's what's going to happen. Okay, I want you guys to sit there and go, okay, even if you've lost money, it's better than losing everything. And if you don't sell those tokens and they're not really on another big exchange, they are definitely going to zero. They're going to go dead. Okay, so keep that in your mind. Saro, I will try to post that article for you of the Bittrex coins. I can't do it right this second because we're live and I can't type and stuff. But maybe my background people, Sandra, can do it. So, Sandra, can you post that article from yesterday that we found? That would be great. Thank you. Okay, so moving on. Let's talk more crypto. So, did any of you guys see this today? This was a really interesting article. The U.S. National Security Agency developed a system to identify users of Bitcoin, saying leaked docs. Thank you very much, Joey. So there's the list, Sarah. So just click on the link, and then you can find out why. Right. So here's the thing. We see that we see this article, and I looked at it, and I was like, that sounds weird. Right? The first thing I thought was, that's odd, right? And why do I think it's odd? Because I was like, how do they do that? It's decentralized, right? And it's not regulated. So how in the word of God do they do this? Now this is gonna make you go, what? So the NSA managed to do this by harvesting, analyzing, and processing raw global internet traffic. Okay, they disguised themselves as an anonymous software. And according to documents dating back to 2013, Oakstar and Money Rocket are the two basic things that they used as their Bitcoin leechers. Like they were leeching information from Bitcoin and tracking it through these VPN-like services. So Money Rocket's a sub-program of Oakstar, and they played a crucial role in identifying the users of people in certain areas of the world like Europe, the Middle East, Asia, and South America. So in the NSA documents that they found, I'm just going to read some stuff from the article that I think is really interesting. Money Rocket is also described as a non-Western internet anonymization service in support of counterterrorism. So they actually wrote it up so that if you're a terrorist, then you use Bitcoin. That's why we're going to use this service. So it's kind of funny, not really funny, but it's just interesting. Okay, we all think that we all think that we can't get caught by the IRS and NSA and all this, but we can. We're always monitored. Even this video that I'm doing right now is probably being monitored. That's why I don't say stuff like MI6 created BitConnect, because people are always watching. All right, so you gotta be careful what you say on here. But that's all I want to tell you about. Now, sold Verge a while back because the wallet is a bit tricky on and off. I sold Verge because I made 800% on it, and then I realized that Wraith Protocol was late the first time, and I was like, I'm out. That was it. I was out. Because the thing about Verge is, I know people that there's a guy in one of my buddies' groups, and he made $73,000 on Verge from a $1,000 investment. He bought it like when it first came out. So this is like the idea of ICOs. Some of them are really bad and they're not going to make any money. But then you have guys like OneChain who've already gone up 20 times since they came on the market, even in this crap. Okay, we also have Encash, which went up 3 to 4 times in this crappy market. So imagine if the market was hot right now, how much those would have went up. So that's the idea. Okay, so this is why I like ICOs. Like, I like well-researched, well-vetted ICOs, not ICOs in general. Okay, bad ICOs you don't want to be in. So stuff like Open Platform's a good one coming up. Go Network's a good one coming up. These are the ones that you want to look at if you're looking at them. And if you don't know what they are, you want research, just come and ask me. I do research. I'll tell you. I'll show you. Okay. Anyways, moving on. Verge is slacking at EOS is always a little bit early on releases. Crazy, right? No, it's not crazy, Kenton. EOS is a year-long, and this is, some people hate this, a year-long ICO. It took a whole year to do their ICO, and then when they finish in June, we're going to have to transfer our tokens over. So I posted on Crypto Warriors the other day. And I had posted it yesterday, I believe, you know, how to change your tokens over. But here's the good news. Exodus Wallet, which is a cold storage wallet for your computer, and Binance are both supposedly going to support the switch over from ERC to the EOS network. So you will not probably have to do it all by yourself. But just as a test for myself, I'm going to take like 25 of my EOS off of one of my nanos, and not a nano. It's actually on a cold storage on my computer, but basically it's like a nano. And I'm going to put it into the EOS wallet that they have, and I'm gonna figure out how to do it for you guys. And then when I figure out how to do it myself with like 1 EOS, I'm gonna do it with like 20 EOS and show you in a live video, or not a live video, but a recorded video, and then you guys can follow what I did, and obviously not make any mistakes or lose any money, which is my key thing for you, is never lose money. Okay, see you later, Timmy boy. I love you, bruh. See you next time, man. The IRS is using chain analysis to trace the movement of money through the Bitcoin economy. It does not surprise me. And Joey worked in cybersecurity, I believe, for a long time, so he knows his stuff. So yeah, it probably is happening. And you know what? It might not be the worst things happening ever. Leaving it in Binance, it would automatically do it. Yes, it would, and it is a good idea. But if you have a lot of it and you have like 10 grand of EOS, you may want to put that in cold storage. I just don't want to leave that kind of money on an exchange if it was me. So what is a cold storage wallet on your computer? Okay, great question, Heidi. This is an educational moment where I really like these ones. Okay, so great question. So a cold storage wallet is the same thing as a Trezor or a Nano. And those things pretty much look like a USB you plug into your computer, and they have a code, and basically they take your money off of an exchange, which then lets you hold your own private keys. Because if you don't hold your own private keys and you leave them on an exchange like Bittrex, and Bittrex gets hacked and they steal your coins are gone forever. Because this is what happened with Mt. Gox. And Mt. Gox screwed us twice because they screwed over a bunch of people, and then now they screwed up the market a bit. Right? So a cold storage wallet is Exodus and Jax. You definitely can use them on your computer. You just download them to your computer. They have not all the tokens, but they have a lot of them, and you can use them for the main ones that you have. And if you have like a few $100 of tokens, you can leave those on the exchange. It's not a big deal. But I'm talking like if you have like 50 Litecoin or something, you don't want to leave 50 Litecoin on an exchange. You don't want to leave 1,000 EOS on an exchange. They're worth too much money. So I would want to take most of that off the exchange if you don't plan on selling it anytime soon. And so how do they work? They work very simple. They work the same as anything else. You basically download your private key, and then basically it does that for you and puts it into the wallet. And it's like a wallet, like your actual wallet on your phone, right? You have the phone wallet, so it'll look like that. But then you actually turn off the Wi-Fi on that computer, and it never can get hacked. So you turn off all the communication stuff, and pretty much like I have a computer just down here. I can't pick it up. It's stuck in between a couple of things. But I have a computer there, and that's all it is. It's a cold storage computer, and that's all it does. And then I back it up, and that's it. Pretty simple stuff, but a really, really good way to not have to worry about where your stuff is going. And Trezor and Nano are physically removable wallets, which are also good to have. And so, yeah, that's pretty much how you can protect yourself from if Mt. Gox happened again, Heidi. You download those programs. So one is called Jax, Jaxx, and one is called Exodus, Exodus, Exodus. So you can get those wallets. You can download them and play with them a little bit. And then if you have a lot of currency that you've bought and you don't really want to move it around, put it on there. Now, people have asked me recently also about decentralized exchanges. Decentralized exchanges will let you work with your Jax or Nano or Trezor wallet or Exodus wallet. So you just use your actual computer, and then it will do the trades for you, and then it will come right back onto your computer, the whole private key. So you don't have to worry about it. Okay. Yeah, Jose, nanos are kick ass, man. They're really easy to use, and they keep adding more tokens that you can put on it, because not all the tokens you can put on it. So if you have a bunch of Bittrex 82 coins that are being removed, those ones will not work mostly. I don't think any of those ones work on a nano or a Trezor. So you have to buy good projects, and those ones are generally able to be stored off exchange. And then you have other wallets, like you can download the wallet for the actual project. You can download like a Litecoin wallet only, or you could download a Jax or Exodus, etc. So yeah, there's lots of things you can do. If you're staking like KMD, you can proof of stake. If you want to stake that coin, you might want to download the KMD wallet so you can stake it with their wallet, right? If you pro currency, the same thing, you stake it with their wallet, right? So hopefully that answers it pretty in detail. If you have any more questions, Heidi, I will happily answer you one-on-one. Okay, moving on. So basically, the one thing is if you're trying to cheat your taxes, this is what I put there. I put this article right here, not because I wanted to create FUD. I put it here so you know that if you're trying to like cheat the government in the United States, they're gonna know and they're gonna find out, and you're gonna have problems. So what I want you guys to do is just be honest as much as possible. And remember, you don't have to tell them every single last trade, because that probably isn't what you have to do. It's probably like when you're a server in a restaurant and you have to claim a certain amount of tips, right? Same kind of concept I believe will happen in crypto, where you're not going to be able to remember every single trade, but you can tell them you made X amount of profit, and they'll probably be okay with it. So try to be honest as you can, but I understand that it's hard as well to get it exact, okay? So yeah, last thing, really good news. And here's the thing. So Yahoo is actually planning to launch a cryptocurrency exchange in Japan, and this is actually a local report right out of Japan. Now, what does this mean for Japan? I want you guys to tell me, what do you think this means, and do you believe, this is a really good question, do you believe that Binance having an issue had anything to do with Yahoo wanting to open an exchange? Because these are big companies, right? So do you believe one or the other is an issue? So that's all I'm saying. Like, I want to know, what do you guys believe? Do you think that the Binance thing was made a bigger issue because they're trying to open a Yahoo exchange and Yahoo doesn't really want Binance there? Or do you believe that Binance was actually doing something wrong? I want to know what you think first, then I'll tell you a little bit of what I think is actually happening, or what I know is actually happening, from basically doing my research. So what do you think? I want to know. I want some engagement. At least give me, or even this, let's make it simpler. Give me a like or a thumbs up button if you believe that Yahoo is the reason why. If you believe that Yahoo is the reason why Binance is having issues, give me a thumbs up. If you believe that Binance just did something not right and it's not cool, give me a happy laughing face or something like that. Okay. Yeah, their CEO Zoe is cool as stuff, man. Like, he's awesome. I agree, Adam. Absolutely. Now, here's what I'll tell you about Yahoo, because I want to finish in about 7-8 minutes. That'll give me right on time for 45 minutes, which is the goal today. So yes, Binance is moving to Malta. Binance actually didn't do anything that bad. They just something about they hired people before they had registered their exchange, and so they went into talks with the FSA in Japan. And they decided that they're going to move to Malta because it's easier to work and have their stuff up. So Binance is just going to keep getting better. If they've had a problem in Japan, it's just a temporary thing, and they'll fix it, and then they'll still be in Japan and they'll be in Malta. I believe that they're going to be all over the place because Binance is a very, very good company, and they don't lie, and they obviously screw over hackers, which is awesome. So there's lots of great news coming out from Binance, and I believe that they're going to do very well. Okay, so any questions about things? I'm going to talk about your guys' coin list. Don't worry, I did write it down, I promise. But any other questions from anyone about anything that's been they're curious about before I go into the coin list and kind of break down some coins and what I like and what I don't like? No? All right, let's get on to it. If you have questions, just throw them in the comments, guys. I'll see them, and if I don't see them, Just ask them again. No, I'll see them. Just throw them in the comments, guys, please. All right. So a lot of coins. I'm just gonna pick a few. All right, ones that I have talked about recently, like OMG, like Litecoin, like ADA, like what else have I talked about? Like EOS. I'm not going to talk about those right now because I think that if I talk about those again today, you can just go back and watch what I've talked about them in the past. So let's talk about ENG. Okay, Enigma. What is Enigma? Enigma basically was created by a team of MIT graduates. Now, if you don't know what MIT is, it's the Massachusetts Institute of Technology, and it is the #1 university in the whole entire world for pretty much ever. They've been up there for years and years. And I work in education, and I work with kids that are in high school, and I know they are in the top 3 to 5 in every world ranking every single year for the last like 5 or 6 years, easily, maybe even longer. Okay, Enigma. They have a program called Catalyst, which will let you program in Python. Now, they have a lot of amazing projects that they're doing, and honestly, they're at 3.5 times less than their all-time high right now. When I first bought Enigma, it was 90 cents and went up to $7, and I wish I had scalped it more. I only just learned about scalping, or I just started practicing scalping at that point, and that was unfortunate. But I do believe that ENG is one you should do some research into. I really am bullish on it, and I think it will be a great project for this year and the years to come in blockchain tech because their team is just stellar. They're amazing. Okay, so that's what I think about ENG. All right, Icon is one of the most successful, one of the most successful ICOs ever. It went 11 times within the first month of release. That is huge. Not only that, it's a great project, and I think that they're probably going to be the best project that comes out of Korea for a while. And yeah, I'll just leave it at that. A great project, great team, good vision, good background. I think they'll do really good stuff. All right. I just actually had something pop up on my computer. Toronto Stock Exchange is going to launch its cryptocurrency brokerage platform. So the TS, so this is when we're talking about mass adoption. I keep seeing these kinds of posts, okay? They keep popping up on my feed because I'm following the different people. If we see things like this, that's huge news, guys. Knowing that more and more mass adoption keeps happening every single day, every single week, it's just going to lead us to the beautiful ends, okay? So it's great. How's it going, Divi? Hope everything's great on your side of the world. Now, Icon is good. I love it. Definitely look into that more. So, Ven, I absolutely think is awesome. Not only are they like really involved and have crazy amounts of partnerships already, but they're really involved in something that everyone cares about, our health, right? They've already got a partnership with China for, kind of health education on smoking and just lots of really good, positive things, not just for them, but for the world, okay? So I think the Ven is an amazing project. It's undervalued now, like a lot of the projects out there that are good. So, yeah. All right, let me get a couple more, and then if you have these questions come up again, I talked about OCN the other day, so I'm not going to talk about it again, but I will talk about Theta Token. Now, someone asked me this the other day, and I want to tell you why. Sean, what is the question? Better than holding Litecoin? Which one is better than holding Litecoin? Then, don't get rid of your Litecoin. I would not get rid of your Litecoin. I would say that Ven is something to add to your diversification, okay, if you like it, right? My opinion on one price movement this week is that it's already gone up 20 times from its release in the ICO. I wish I had bought into that one. I'm sure all you guys do too. I think like Go Network and Open Platform are going to do similar things to OneChain. So keep your eyes on those ones. Need your opinion on one price movement. One price movement is legit. Okay, it was supposed to move like that. It will continue to move like that. I think we're going to have dips in OneChain because it went up so fast. And wait for those, and then that's a good time to enter if you're going to do it, and that's your own choice. But I'm not advising you to do anything, but if you want to do it, do it. Okay. So Theta Token, this is another one I've talked about a couple times. I'll just go quickly. The deadline for Go ICO, it's not for a while, and it should be starting next week on Monday, I believe. So I'll let you know more about that, Adam. If you have questions, you can hit me up. All right, so Theta Token. Now, what is Theta Token? Theta Token is basically the YouTube and combined with Netflix of the blockchain. Now, why do I like it? Well, my thing is, not only is it a great project, but their main advisor created YouTube. Steve Chen was a co-creator of YouTube. So Theta Token, if it's cheap right now, I don't know what it was. It was like 10 cents, and I was like, yes, you have to grab some of that. All right. I was saying that to myself. I was like, yeah, I got to grab some of that, and I did. I grabbed a little bit. So Theta Token, I think, is going to be awesome. Mark asks, when will we start seeing Bitcoin rise past 10K? When all the FUD and all the bullcrap stops, Mark, we're going to see it rise past 10K. When do I believe it will hit that? Next month. I believe in April we're going to see not straight up new highs for anything, really, I don't believe. I think we're just going to start recovering the market where we were before. But definitely, like Dom is saying, also agreeing, April. April's a big month in crypto. It's always been one. Only had one of the last 5 years be down, and that was 2015 when we had a huge dip. Other than that, we're good. So yeah, I would say that wait for April. It's coming. Great project, YouTube plus Netflix. Yeah, it's not only going to be huge. It has the co-creator of YouTube on the team, right? He's their main advisor. So they have a great team. They have a great person that can advise them how to do this whole project. And basically, for example, if you're a YouTube personality, like I wouldn't call myself one now because I don't have enough viewers right now. But if I had like 100,000 viewers, I would get paid because all you guys are watching me, and you would get paid based off the advertisings and stuff. You would get paid some Theta Token for watching people. So it's really a cool project. How are they going to do it yet? I haven't wrapped my head around how exactly some of these projects, like even like Vice, how they're going to be able to pay people to do these things, but I'm sure they're working on that, and we're going to get there. Do I believe that Bitcoin might get hit 7 one more time? Possible. Anything is possible. I don't see it happening right now because we're really close to April, and I believe that the market's starting to turn around a little bit, but I could be wrong. I would say that in crypto, it's really hard to make a prediction unless you're looking at a chart, and I'm not looking at one right now. And I don't make predictions because people always hold it against you when you do make predictions, okay? So if you say, hey, it's going to be this and it's not, then people are not happy. Hey, Joel, how often your live feed? Yeah, dude, add me up, Mark. I do a live feed every single day around this time. So if you guys see me, you'll see me around 10 to 10:15. I start Thailand time, which I'm not sure where you are, but this time right now, like starting between this hour and the hour before, that's generally when I start. So I'm pretty much done for tonight. I hit my 45-minute window. So yeah, if there's massive FUD in April, we might not see it, but I do believe very, very deeply on the inside we're not going towards 7 again, but we could. I truly believe that in April we're going to start seeing that 10K again, or even 13K, possibly all the way up to that. Depends on what it's doing. The best wallet for Theta, I don't think they have their own wallet yet, and it's on Huobi, I believe, is what I bought it on. So you can look on Huobi Exchange and just go on there. So Mark, if you just click on cryptocurrency education, you can just click on the link where it says my name at the top. And then just click on Joel Tony, and you can follow me. You can add me. Eventually, I won't be able to add no more friends when I hit 5,000, but that's okay. I don't mind. So that's it. Thank you very much, guys, for watching. Please do like and share. Let other people get educated about what are cold storage wallets and what is going on in the news and what each token does. And I'll give you lots of time, guys, to continue asking these types of questions. And as I do more and more research, I'll continue adding more value to what you guys want, because it takes time to learn everything about a token, and there are 1,550 of them, so it is hard to know all of them. But what I try to focus on is the top 200 to 300, because those are generally the ones that are going to last. All right, so you guys have a great evening or day. It's Friday. Kick ass and love it, and then enjoy the weekend. I'll see you all on Sunday. Saturdays I don't work. It's my only day off at night, so I spend time with my family, and I think that's a good idea. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Not tomorrow again, sorry. I'll see you guys on Sunday. I'm on from Sunday to Friday every week, 6 days a week. If you need any questions or anything like that, you can hit me up on the page. Go to Cryptocurrency Education and just go on the page and send a message. You guys can post stuff on there if you like as well, and I'll engage you with that. So I really, really do appreciate all you guys coming out and watching. And remember that your likes and shares count for something. I just can't talk about it because people don't want me to talk about it on the air. But I'll tell you this, that if you like and you share and you follow, when I get to a certain number, there's going to be a giveaway. That's all I can tell you right now. Okay? So you guys have a great day. I'll see you all next time on Sunday night. Your Sunday day, most of you, if you're in America or Canada, and if you're Australia, I think that's going to be like the middle of the evening, but you can always watch this again. I'll repost it in a couple groups so that you guys can see it. All right, have a great evening, everyone. Love you all, and have a great, awesome Friday. Fantastic Friday. I like to call it at the school when I work with the kids. So have a fantastic Friday, and remember this, your cryptocurrency educator, Mr. Joel, is signing off, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Have a good one, everyone. Let's do it.
I know, okay. And when I'm ready, go. I sing la la la, shake it, wake it, make it. Even when I speak it. Blessed are the meek. And now I turn the cheek. Doesn't make me weaker. Don't need to make a show. Not when you know. Let's go la la la, shake it, wake it, make it. All that the righteous bend the knee to. Love is the language of belief. And all of the people in the world receive all they need to live. Live in love, hey. All of the righteous bend the knee to peace is the language of belief. And all of the people in the world receive all they need to live in love. Live in love, hey. Even when I speak it, blessed are the meek. And now I turn the cheek. Doesn't make me weaker. Don't need to make a show. Not when you know. Let's go la la la, shake it, wake